Bizarre medical practices from history. I mean, y'all know how they used to be, bro. If you had a cold, they just like shot you in the head or something and then just hope like the air or whatever would help clear the cold. It's probably an exaggeration, but like, I don't know. Man, I'm so glad I'm born in this time period. I don't have to deal with this shit. Like, I can really go anywhere if I have a headache, bro. If you really have anything, you gotta think if you have anything, you can just get it cured. Most likely. Unless if it's like, I don't know, like cancer. Cancer, maybe. And, AIDS. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see this though.
Modern medicine has seen more development in the past 50 years than throughout all of human history
That is
combined. True. That being the case, many and long practiced treatments.
Bro, it's crazy that people only like really started like officially getting vaccinated probably like 60 years ago. I might be lying, but like I'm pretty sure like it was official. Like you had to.
Now seem pretty strange in retrospect. Like the kind of thing that would cost you your medical license. So, today, we're going to take a look at bizarre medical practices from history that sound made up, but aren't. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe
to Tom NFC. Dead mice to treat tooth pain? What the f*** possibly could dead mice do to help your teeth? In what world does this make any sense? In what world? There goes my camera. Even my camera couldn't believe it. Off the bullshit we just saw. Maybe they like mashed the mice up or something. Maybe they mashed them up in a stew and like rubbed them on the teeth. I don't know.
Nothing says best medical practices like putting dead mice in your mouth. Okay, maybe not. But when it came to dentistry, the ancient Egyptians sure thought it did. They would blend remains of mice with other compounds to ease tooth pain.
Okay, I was right then.
And you thought a root canal was unpleasant. Wait, how did they do root canals? With a rat?
I mean, but aren't like some medicine nowadays, don't they take like certain thing from some animals? Like I forgot what it was. Okay, this isn't a medicine, but y'all know vanilla is from beaver ass, right? Beaver asshole. That's where the flavoring of vanilla comes from. So like they still use some animals. They take some of the medicine. They say, you know what? They might have not been far off. Who knows? Maybe there is some mashed up mice in like our Tylenol.
The use of dead mice in medicine didn't go out with the pharaohs.
I love beaver
In the time of Elizabeth I, the English cured their warts by cutting a mouse in half and applying it to the growths.
Yo, that's disgusting, bro. Yo, 1600s England, I know it smelled like pure manure, pure moldy cheese. Like, bro, they had no type of hygiene.
Okay, that actually sounds like how you would get warts.
Pre-Black Plague shit.
Bits of expired mice were also used to treat whooping cough, smallpox, measles, and even bedwetting.
Malaria infections to cure syphilis?
A common 1950s medical practice involved intentionally...
1950s? This ain't even that far, bro. There's people that were born in the 50s that are alive now that probably got one of these. Huh?
infecting syphilis patients with malaria. To modern ears, this might sound like a terrible idea that risked exposing patients to any number of dangerous side effects, because it was. The theory at the time was that the fever produced by the malaria virus would kill off the syphilis, and that the malaria virus would then be cleared up through some other treatment. And although the injected malaria virus did have positive results in eliminating the syphilis virus, it also caused, malaria. Patients suffered intense fever attacks for weeks and had
but I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what malaria is. Don't you just get that from flies or something? I'm pretty sure I heard you get malaria from flies. I don't know how true it is, but maybe I'm just talking to my ass.
Long-standing side effects that could last for decades.
Oh, mosquitoes, yeah.
So as a treatment, it was, at best, kind of a mixed bag.
A hot poker to cure hemorrhoids?
Virtually everything has a patron saint, including, and we're being totally serious here, painful hemorrhoids. The patron saint of hemorrhoids may sound like a guy you'd meet at an airport Chili's, but it was actually the canonized Irish monk, Saint Fiacre. It was once believed that if a person didn't pray to Saint Fiacre, they would suffer from hemorrhoids, which is...
What you mean you gotta... Is that like a thing? Is this like Catholicism? I don't know what religion this is. I know this is a denomination of Christianity. I can't even tell. You gotta pray to the person? You don't like pray to God or something?
A powerful incentive to get your kids to say their prayers. And if the threat of hemorrhoids didn't get you praying, then the cure for hemorrhoids certainly would. Because if a person chose not to pray to Saint Fiacre and came down with hemorrhoids, they were sent off to the monks who would cure the ailments with a red-hot iron. Alternatively, the patient could sit on St. Fiacre's famous rock, the spot where the 7th century monk was miraculously cured of his own hemorrhoids. We imagine most patients opted for the rock over a red-hot poker, but it was medieval times. That rock may have been covered with red-hot pokers.
No,
Later treatments, like soaking in a hot bath, were far more effective and far less painful.
Yeah, I think we got it way easier because we could probably just do something like this, and we'd be good. Actually, wait, is there a cure? Okay, hemorrhoids is something. Can somebody fully explain to me what it is? Okay, this time I know it's actually something with your ass. Like, it actually is. Wax injections for plastic surgery. Don't they do this now? I mean, okay, now it's not really that different for plastic surgery because they literally take plastic and just put it in your body.
Long before the miracle of Botox, 19th century doctors were using paraffin wax injections to smooth out unsightly wrinkles. The wax was also used in breast augmentation procedures. It's also used to make candles and crayons. But nobody cares about coloring in the dark when there's boobs to be inflated. There was, however, a downside.
There was no yiddies
wax
on my screen
hardens, and in this case, the paraffin would harden into thick, painful lumps known as paraffinomas. These injections were quickly abandoned once it became widely known that they caused granuloma formations and embolization.
See, after a certain... Why are you even trying to get plastic surgery? Why are you trying to get plastic surgery but you're not even in the right time period? You don't have the proper medical facilities for this. It's just dumb.
Which is the blocking of blood vessels. Sounds like a small price to pay for a wrinkle-free smile.
Liquid Mercurys Medicine?
Mercury was an extremely popular medical treatment from ancient
Wait, I swear as a kid I poured this on my hand. It's not poisonous, right?
times until fairly recently, possibly because of how mysterious and cool it looks.
Not surprised.
The ancient Persians and Greeks used it as an ointment, and 2nd century Chinese alchemists prized liquid mercury for its supposed ability to increase lifespan and vitality. Some healers even promised that by consuming mercury, sulfur, and arsenic, one could gain eternal life and the ability to walk on water. In actuality, mercury and arsenic are so toxic that they're often referred to by scientists
was gallium?
as
You know what? It sounds like the same thing.
turbo-poisonous.
I don't care.
Citation needed. Needless to say, consuming mercury, sulfur, and arsenic is much more likely to lead to an extremely painful demise.
Yeah, I feel like even the look of mercury, it seems like something that shouldn't even be near you. It's a chrome look. It reflects. You could dead ass make it a mirror or something.
Then give you the ability to jog across the ocean. Even in more modern times, mercury was still being used to treat sexually transmitted diseases like syphilis. But again, it was more often killing those it was used on than curing them. Which, I guess, technically does cure the syphilis.
Radioactive radium was touted as a cure-all.
The discovery of radium made Marie and Pierre Curie household names.
I
And led to
remember
an
this.
expansive industry of radium-infused...
They rubbed, no, it was the Wizard of Oz. They rubbed radium on their faces for makeup or something. That's how they used to do makeup in Hollywood. Radium punches holes in your DNA? That just sounds disgusting.
glowing products. Probable slogan, they glow because they're radioactive. Unfortunately, radium was also used in several questionable medicines, because if it glows in the dark, it must be good for you. One advertisement even touted the benefits of preparing radioactive drinking water at home to cure various ailments. Marie Curie herself died from exposure to radiation in 1934, so it's probably best to keep radium out of the medicine cabinet.
I was about to say, they still used it after she died. Nice. Only in the 1900s? I mean, now our bodies are so damn near built up from all the diseases and stuff. I feel like we could take anything. Okay, I feel like if I got cancer, bro, I'd just be able to just shake it off or something. Because my body's so strong.
Cabinet.
Lobotomies to cure mental illness? We need to bring this back. Some people do need this. Some people do need this, I feel like. I see some people on the internet, I'm like, damn, you're not a real person. You need this. You? Stop. We need to give this to the real, we need to give this to the school shooters and stuff. Those are the people that need this.
One treatment for mental illness that became popular in the 1930s was the lobotomy, which is the removal of parts of the brain in order to curb depressive symptoms. Even at the time, lobotomizing was acknowledged as a dangerous procedure that often left patients with a permanent disability. It also negatively affected their ability to function in society, their memories, and their personalities. But despite the well-known risks, approximately 50,000 people were lobotomized in the U.S., often without their consent. The procedure
What?
declined in popularity as electroconvulsive therapy and psychiatric medication became more widely practiced. Jack Nicholson's performance in one
I would be fucking sick. If I went in for a surgery and the doctor just without my consent just, slices my head open. And the crazy thing is, what am I supposed to say? I can't do anything.
Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest probably didn't hurt either.
Tapeworms to help people lose weight. This is new though, right? This isn't that old. People were doing this in like the 90s and 2000s and stuff, and then they eventually stopped.
Fad diets are rarely a good idea, but some are worse than others. For example, the tapeworm diet was an early 20th century weight loss method that relied on the not exact science of deliberately ingesting a tapeworm. It sounds like an easy way to shed those excess pounds, but the truth is, most tapeworm species actually have horrific effects on the human body, apart from stealing
The fact that people would even swallow this, like you're really about to swallow this creature in you really think of it, you're swallowing a creature into your organ system. It doesn't even make any sense.
the food you eat. Many who participated in this diet wound up suffering from
Like this waste. Can you breathe? Can you breathe at all? Bro, a gust of winter will take her ass away.
malnutrition, nausea,
Anime
vomiting,
type body. This is a One Piece
diarrhea,
type body.
anemia, and the wish that they would have just joined Planet Fitness.
Doctors endorse smoking. We all know this. Instagram
Before the
model ad
dangers of
body.
smoking were well known, or at least disclosed to the public, there were numerous ads touting the health benefits of cigarettes. Some even included endorsements from doctors.
This is why I say to this day, bro, you still cannot trust doctors. You still, bro, like a new thing that comes out, whatever it is, what type of, like, a new type of surgery, new type of pill, whatever, you gotta wait. Do not be the trial subject, all right? Let the other people go, see how it goes, wait a while, you feel me? And then start taking it. Pre-doctor saying vaping is good. No, I can't see that. I can't see that. I feel like there's just like way more people that are educated now. I don't think it'll be the same as like before when they were saying cigarettes are good and you could smoke them and you'll be fine. But you never know too. It'll be on a smaller effect at the least.
who would promote a particular brand's positive aspects. Because when the Marlboro man hands you a big sack of money, you start telling people cigarettes will cure baldness
They really
and
got
let
paid
you
off,
see in
bro.
the dark. During
No
the
different than
19th and early
politicians.
20th century, smoking was even suggested as a therapy for asthma, of all things.
People use animal waste to cure many medical issues. I'm pretty sure I know about this.
Believe it or not, the
trying
bacteria
to kill
poop can
them?
have a medicinal effect. That being said, it can also cause tetanus. So maybe think twice before writing yourself a prescription to Chairman Meow's litter box. Animal waste was a common curative for various injuries, even as late as the 19th century. One Victorian remedy to ease a sore throat included dried dog biscuits, not the kind you find in a box. In the ancient Egyptians used the poo from a donkey, crocodile, dog, gazelle, or fly for numerous medicinal purposes.
Medieval medicine relied on astrology. Yo, take all those astrology girls back in time, and they can live their dream. They can live their dream.
Medicine back in the medieval era was guided just as much by astrological
Foghorn,
superstitions
-999
as it was by
IQ
medical
MF.
knowledge.
MFs?
Medical astrologers were so revered that many thought they were real-life magicians. Doctors would refer to special calendars containing star charts with different labeling to aid
no
with
way, bro.
diagnoses. For example, body parts were assigned signs of the zodiac, and organs were assigned planets. So, Doc, I think my Jupiter is inflamed, would be a common complaint. After the patient's star chart was examined and compared to the current positions of the stars, their ailment could be diagnosed and treated. These days, if the doctor has you fill out a star chart before your appointment, you should turn around and see if your Uber driver...
Yeah, I was about to say. I am getting the out of there, bro. I wouldn't even want an astrology girl to be a nurse, bro. To be near me. And I know for a fact there's definitely astrology girls out there that are goddamn nurses. They probably rely on that shit too.
Drivers left yet.
Dangerous enema?
Since the Middle Ages, enemas have been a popular treatment for intestinal issues. Back then, they were performed using a device called a clyster, which was a long metal tube with a cup on the end, like the world's worst beer bong. The tube would be pushed into the body through the anus, and a medicinal fluid would be poured into the cup and then pumped into the colon. One of the most common fluids used in the clister was a
Okay, I don't know what you need to use enemas for, but never in my life am I gonna do that shit. Never in my life will y'all see me using an enema. Like, bruh. It's crazy because, let me not even say it, bro. What is it? What do you use an enema for? Like, what disease do you have where you have to use an enema? Where you gotta, like, squirt some liquid up there? Anybody know? Sippy straw? I think I need an enema.
the concoction of boar's bile, thought to have
Hey,
beneficial
freaky
effects.
disease.
Other fluids included herbs, opium,
Can't give 'em,
oxygen,
like, pills or
tobacco,
something?
and turpentine. Nothing cures what ails you like butt-chugging turpentine. King Louis XIV of France is said to have had over 2,000 enemas during his reign, so we're guessing.
Okay. But was he like, hold up. Is this like 15th? I don't know. His love of woman is well known. Throughout his life, he had a number of mistresses, including the cap. They got the history wrong. There's no way this dude ain't gay, bro. There's no way. There's no way. Wait, is that the wrong one? No, that's the right one. The 14th, yeah, the 14th. There's no way, bro. They got history wrong. 2,000 times? And this is before they had, like, they made it easier, too? Hey, man.
He liked them. Some were even administered as he sat on his throne. So if you ever tour the Palace of Versailles, maybe don't sit on that chair.
Ew. Anesthetic made from some very lethal ingredients.
The modern science of anesthesia is fairly new, having only become common practice over the last 150 years.
You know what I'd be scared of, bro? This is what I really be scared of. Some people, like, get the anesthesia and then they end up waking up. And then I've seen their stories and they're talking about they felt every single, like, surgeon tool going inside them, all that. That's the scariest feeling to me. Like, just imagine that.
Before that, doctors would use a range of other medical treatments to induce sleep before an operation. You know, like a hammer. One popular method was something called dwale, an herbal anesthetic made from 7 ingredients: bile, lettuce, vinegar, bryony root, hemlock, opium, and henbane. Some of these ingredients are harmless, but others are incredibly lethal.
Bro.
Mixing them incorrectly could put a patient to sleep permanently, which may...
Did they not do a study on it? They would have been better giving off melatonin or something. Like 1,000 milligrams of melatonin. What were they thinking?
made the act of anesthetizing almost as dangerous as the surgery itself. Nevertheless,
I wouldn't even
dwale
get
was a
surgery
popular
back then.
anesthetic from the 12th to 15th century, and even made an appearance in Hamlet.
Urine as an antiseptic.
There's no more homemade medicine than the water from your own canteen, so to speak. Human urine has been used
Well, I
for...
mean, don't people pee on wounds, right? Like, if you're in the wild, and I think if you get bit by a snake, they gotta, like, pee on the wound. Okay, don't fact check me on that. I don't know how true that is.
a variety of medical purposes, including curative treatments and as an antiseptic. Romans are said to have used it to whiten their teeth, which,
Big myth.
hard pass. King Henry VIII's surgeon recommended that all battle wounds should be washed in urine, and later it was used to treat sores caused by the bubonic plague,
Ugh.
and we saw how well that worked. Urine is popularly believed to be sterile, even today, but scientific evidence shows that is not the case. You're better off just buying some antiseptic at a local pharmacy.
Why would it be sterile though? It's just hot. It's hot. It goes through the human body. It's just hot, dirty water from your body. R. Kelly be like peddling real snake oil to
You ever
cure
wonder why
joint
con
pain?
artists and liars are often referred to as snake oil salesmen? Well, the term refers to the oil derived from the Chinese water snake, which was used in traditional Chinese medicine to relieve joint pain from arthritis and bursitis.
Okay.
It was brought to America by Chinese laborers working on the Transcontinental Railroad. This was back-breaking work, and the laborers would rub the oil on their aching joints for relief. Interestingly, despite its negative connotation as a slang term for con men, there is some science behind the medicinal properties of snake oil. Snakes are a rich source of EPA and omega-3 fatty acid with anti-inflammatory properties. So,
I mean, some people eat snakes too. Is there good protein in snakes? As a matter of fact, let me search up snake protein. 2 snakes is only f***ing 1 gram of protein. Snakes, y'all suck. Damn, never mind then. I'll stick to my chicken.
So the next time your arthritis starts acting up, reach for the nearest bottle of King Cobra. That's snake oil, right? So what do you
Fried
think?
bison meat? Yeah, okay, I'm good. Thank you for this video, sir. So, honestly, I really don't got nothing to say. Join the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy NFG.